Darts Nutz and welcome to Darts Review channel. For this video I'm reviewing the 180 Tornado. This is another model from the Jetstream range, which, as I've said before, is based on planes, and you can get them in soft and steel tip. This is the steel tip, this is the 24 gram version, and they're also available in 20 and 22 grams. And these retail for €59, which is around about £50. So let's check them out. So as with the other Jetstream darts, it comes in this cardboard box. It's got a nice image on the front, and there's a little flap which has info about the darts and the range, and there's a little tab underneath where you pull this insert out. It's a tray with a dense foam insert holding everything, and the darts are fitted with some blue polycarbonate stems and also supplied with some alloy stems, and you got two sets of flights, one in standard shape and one in kite shape. The darts are fitted with a black coated point, and it's quite an interesting shape to the barrel. Kind of like a tapered style, but it's got a bit of a scallop on the rear, and as I always say with the 180, it's got a smooth transition from the point to the barrel, which is something they do on pretty much all their darts, and gives it a neater look, I think. And it's got this tapered front half, and it's got a kind of a curved shark grip on there, so it's smooth that way but digs in when you go that way. Probably say that's about high medium, and then just after that you've got these kind of teardrop shaped grooves and little circles with the painting. That's probably medium level, and then this part of the barrel is made up of kind of a ring grip, thin rings and then even thinner ones in between. I'd probably say, because of the way it kind of goes into a scallop, it's probably high medium as well. And if you're a rear gripper, that feels quite comfortable there. And on the end of the barrel it's a smooth section, and as you can see it kind of tapers outwards towards the end. And you got your polycarbonate stems and standard flights. The darts are fitted with a 29mm black coated point. It's got a tapered front half to the barrel with a smooth section at the very front of 2.5mm. Then you've got this curved flat shark style grip which is 15mm wide, and then you've got the section with the teardrop shaped cuts and the circles, that's 9.7mm wide, and on the rear half you've got a mix of thin rings and grooves, that's 17.5mm, and then a smooth section on the end of the barrel of 9mm. The length is 53.7mm and the width is 7mm. .05 grams, 24.05 as well, and 24.07 grams, and the full setup is 25.93 grams. With nothing attached, the balance is front weighted, and with the supplied setup it moves fractionally behind the centre point, and this is the balance with medium in between short and extra short stems and standard flights. Not sure why, but it kind of reminds me like the Barney dart, where it's just the nose that reminds me of it. feels quite nicely balanced with my front grip, and although I'm gripping it on a taper, it's a fairly chunky feel, so it feels okay for me. Gone off now, but I'm getting a bit of spin, like. Apart from the spin, not too bad. So that grip as well, it's not overly aggressive, but some people may want a little bit more grip, but I think that's quite a nice grip, because when you're pushing it you kind of feel it bite into your grip a little bit. So I'm trying the middle now, so mostly where the painted section is really, and it feels as if the balance is quite nice there in my fingers, but we'll see how it, yeah, it does fly very nice from there. It's quite smooth and it's got a nice arc from that position. Not very accurate, like, but might even get used to throwing it from there. Feels like that could be the sweet spot on the dart though. So I've got a nice arc through the air and there, but from the rear you've got kind of a mixture of thin rings and even thinner ones. But obviously it goes a bit thinner on the rear. Feels a little bit more comfortable in the fingers, but I was quite happy with it from the front and the middle. That slipped out my fingers, that. I didn't even think it was going to reach the board. Feels like a bit strange throwing it from the rear. Seem to be getting more of an upward motion. But for natural rear grippers, I think it could be quite nice. And that must do quite smooth. That one spun quite a bit actually. Yeah, spinning them last ones, I don't know why. So that's the 180 Tornado. I wouldn't say it's too bad with my front grip. If you like a Barney style barrel, then you might like it. It's not exactly the same as Barney style, but that front half kind of feels a bit like it. But the grip, when you're gripping it and you do that way, it kind of feels slippy, but when you push against it, it kind of like bites into your grip a little bit, so it's quite interesting, the grip on that part. Balance at the front as well wasn't too bad, but I think the sweet spot is around about there. I think it flies best from there as well, so maybe for middle grippers it might be the best and you might get the best from it, but also for rear grippers it might be quite a nice dart because your grip sits quite nice on there, and if you like a kind of a front weighted dart it might be good for you. But interesting grip on the dart, and it's got a nice shape to it. I'm not sure I would strictly say it's a dart for me, although I don't think it flew too badly, but could be worth a look for some front grippers, but I think middle and rear grippers probably get the best from it. So that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.